Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Coffee and Tarot time. How is everybody doing? How is everybody's week going? Anybody watch anything good on TV? Lately, I get on to something like Netflix or Hulu, and this way here, it keeps me off my phone, but it really puts you out of touch with the world because there's nothing breaking news, there is no cut-ins, there's nothing but what you're watching, good, bad, or otherwise. I don't know, but that's what I've been doing to just kind of keep myself away from the commotion, which I don't know, you know there's really not what could you say about anything, really not too much. So let's turn this to a happy reading. Let's see, I'm using my Robin Wood deck, and let's just see what we need to know for our greatest good. And that's a good question to ask, because sometimes if you think about it with tarot, we're always so busy in asking about, the downfalls of what's going on in our life that we forget to kind of ask about what about the good things, like what's coming, what are the good things, so on and so forth. And we have officially hit summer in Connecticut, I'll have you know. Okay, let's see. The Hermit. I love the Hermit. The Hermit is about, okay, so this used to be the Fool, okay? And the Fool decided that he was going to walk up the mountain and he was going to get some time out, which, like I'm telling you, like the Netflix thing, it's intentional time out. And when he got up to this mountain, he decided to reflect back on his life. See the little light thing there? And as he's reflecting, and because he put a little bit of perspective between him and the situation now looks a little quieter, and it looks a little different. I always say that the universe has an aerial view of what we see. Okay. So we see things like in a box, and we usually don't think outside that box. Some of us do, but for the most part, we don't. We just see what's in front of us. So this hermit went up the hill, and he decided he needed a timeout, and he decided that he needed to reflect on some things that were. Now, this could mean for you, what do you need to know for your greatest good? Well, sometimes we try so hard, myself included, to figure things out or figure people out. We try so hard, we run ourselves into circles. We make ourselves go crazy, and excuse me, and anybody else we're sharing with, we take them along for the ride. How many times have you sold a ticket to your friends on the crazy train? So this hermit decided that he was getting too crazy and trying to figure things out. So he said, I have to build my own knowledge, but I need to get away from the situation. So he walked up the mountain, he put out his flashlight, and he was able to do that. Now, not only that, but in his lantern, you can see the star. So when we draw the hermit, it tells us that a little quiet time is good. Get away from a situation that maybe isn't working out to your benefit for now. Doesn't mean it's not going to work out in the future, but for now, it tells you that you need to be quiet. Okay. You can't do any more. It's kind of in a way like the Three of Wands, where I always tell you that if you take one more step, you're going to end up in the ocean. And if you don't know how to swim, you're going to drown. So there's really nothing else you can do. This, you can do something, but you only have control over yourself. So you have to go up to that mountaintop, and not literally, but I mean, if you like to hike, who am I? You know what I'm saying? If you like to hike, go ahead, go hike. So the hermit tells us it's time to invoke that. And it's time to kind of get up to the top of the mountain, put some perspective between you and a situation, and think about it. Okay. Because you're almost there. Don't forget, number 9 is almost at the 10. So that tells us we are almost there in the situation that's giving us complexity. And with the Sun card, let's talk about this card for a second. This is a card of Leo. This is a card of Virgo. Sorry, forgot to mention that. Not that it has to do with those signs, but I'm just telling you, I'm doing my job here. I'm the tarot card reader, and I'm supposed to do and tell you what the cards mean. So the sun card is our card of Leo, but the sun card also tells us that this person feels vulnerable and they feel confident with the situation at hand. Here they don't, but that's okay because we're going to change it. We're going to turn this card into this card. Notice the color differences. So I think for a lot of you, you have something going on where there's no trust. Maybe you don't trust yourself. Maybe you don't trust the other person. Maybe somebody, at work, it could be anything. It doesn't always have to be love. It's just the energy that I'm picking up. So the nice thing is, the good thing is that the sun is telling us now that there's going to be a situation where you become very trustworthy and vulnerable and feel safe. Because don't forget, that baby's riding on nothing, totally naked, bareback on a horse. So she or he has to be able to trust what is going on there. And I feel that once you get some knowledge or once you see things from a different perspective, you will start to trust. So, what's the message for today? Take 2 steps back. Be the hermit. Go sit, be by yourself. Stop trying to figure something out because sometimes you never will. We all try. I've been there too. Don't think I haven't. And you never will. And maybe you're not supposed to. I always, people think they're supposed to know everything or understand everything. Sometimes it's okay to walk away and just say, it's just not my thing to know. It's just not for me to figure out. It's for me to worry about other things. So take the advice of the hermit, because once you do, you're going to be feeling this. And this is a very, very good card, very happy card. All right, everyone. This is Coffee and Tarot time. It is Tuesday. Everybody, have a great day.